If you're interested in alternative investments with a lot of upside potential, I just want you to know that I am investing in GigaStar. So I want to be absolutely clear, this video is not sponsored. I'm simply telling you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and you're more than welcome to join me. Now, if you've previously invested in my YouTube channel, then you're already familiar with GigaStar. But I just want you to know that there's now an opportunity to own a piece of the platform, the company, GigaStar, but this is for a limited time only. Okay, so here's the situation. GigaStar is raising their Series A funding, and it's primarily come from institutional investors and VCs, okay? However, here's the thing. GigaStar is offering a community funding round on WeFunder, so this makes sense to me, and honestly, I think that this is brilliant to get the community involved. So essentially, the big money is coming from the institutions and VCs, but they're giving the small guys like us an opportunity to invest in this as well, and this is near ground level. So I personally invested in GigaStar through WeFunder because I believe in the company's success. So I recently spoke with the CEO of GigaStar, and I got an update on their company, and I want to share with you their progress. But first, I want to introduce you to GigaStar if you're not familiar with what I did with GigaStar back in 2023 and 2024. Okay, so in a nutshell, GigaStar brings content creators and investors together. So I'm just going to give you some examples to help you understand how this works. So let's just say that you have a company, okay? And you want to raise money. Then you can get listed on the stock market with an IPO, initial public offering, and sell a portion of your company to investors, right? Another example is, let's just say that you have a cryptocurrency and you want to raise money. Then you can do an ICO, an initial coin offering, and sell a portion of your crypto to investors. Now, let's just say that you have a YouTube channel and you want to raise money. Then you can offer CRTs, so those are channel revenue tokens, and sell a portion of your YouTube channel's future revenues to investors. Now, I thought that this concept was amazing, and I'm not just saying that, I did it. So my YouTube channel, Clear Value Tax, did the first CRT offering ever. So this is the first one ever, back in April of 2023, like we made history. So ultimately, I sold a portion of my YouTube channel's future revenues to investors. So not to big institutions, not to private equity, no, to everyday people, people that are probably watching this video right now. And for the past 2+ years, a portion of my YouTube revenues has been going to whoever invested in my channel. Now, I want to show you what the GigaStar platform looks like from the investor's perspective. So this is actually my friend's GigaStar account. He invested $676 in my channel. And in June of 2025, he received a distribution payment of $10.24, which is, you could think of that like a dividend payment. So that's an annualized rate of return of 18.18%. Okay, so take a look. That was the June distribution to his account, the $10.24. Now, these are the monthly distribution amounts that my friend has received over the past 12 months based on what he invested. So as you can see, some months he got $8, other months $10, other months $15. So the distribution amount, it simply depends on what percentage of the channel that you invested in. So for example, if you invested in 3% of a YouTube channel, then you would get a distribution of 3% of the YouTube channel's revenues. And if you go to the drops and CRTs, then you can get a more detailed breakdown of your investments. So I actually listed with GigaStar 3 separate times, and my friend invested in the second and third drop. And you can also see each of his investments per drop and see how they're doing. It's probably difficult to read from a cell phone, but it's easily visible from a desktop. But as you can see, the tech and the platform, they're top notch. And I just want to say again that I was the first YouTube channel to list on GigaStar, but many more have followed and many more will follow. So recently, a YouTube channel, Mr. Handpay, raised $1.3 million on the GigaStar platform. He offered 10% of his YouTube channel's future revenues for $1.3 million, and it's sold out. So you can read it for yourself on Yahoo Finance. Okay, so that's your introduction to GigaStar. But now let's go back to thinking like an investor, okay? Okay, so a good question is, how does GigaStar make money? So there are a variety of ways, and I'm just gonna go in whatever order. So the first way is the listing fee. So I'm talking from personal experience. GigaStar charged me when I did my fundraising, GigaStar charged me a percentage fee to raise money on their platform. So the second way that they make money is through a processing fee. So to process all these transactions, they charge a reasonable fee. So for example, in my case, I sold 49% of my YouTube channel, and they are charging me an ongoing 1%. So I gave up 50% of my YouTube channel's income. So as the owner of the YouTube channel Clear Value Tax, I've only been getting 50% of what I earn on YouTube. But don't cry me a river. I mean, you don't have to feel sorry for me because I raised $1.8 million for myself. And because so many people invested in my channel and more people are supporting me, my YouTube revenues have actually grown. So yes, I get a smaller percentage, but I get a smaller percentage of a now bigger pie. And the third way, which I think was going to be the biggest, is the secondary markets. So I want to be absolutely clear. The secondary market is in the works. It's not out yet. So when the secondary market is out, people will be able to buy and sell my CRTs, as well as the CRTs of other YouTube channels, whoever listed on GigaStar. So for example, my friend that invested in my channel has channel revenue tokens. He has CRTs of my YouTube channel. And he would be able to sell them on the secondary markets, or he would be able to buy more. So basically, GigaStar is creating the marketplace. And just think about it. I mean, it's a similar concept to Coinbase. GigaStar will charge a commission to buy and sell CRTs. And as an investor in GigaStar, I believe that this is where the big money is going to be at. And per GigaStar, this investment round is going to assist them in launching the secondary market with an expected launch date of Q4 of this year. And the key registration and licensing have already been obtained as of April 29th. And I just cannot stress enough how huge of a milestone that this was, which is one of the many reasons why I'm very excited about my investment in GigaStar. Now, I just spoke with the CEO of GigaStar, and I want to share with you their progress. So their broker-dealer entity has received the SEC registration to mint, issue, and create a secondary market for the trading of digital channel revenue tokens. So going back to what I said, they're basically building the NASDAQ of the creator economy, a place where people can trade shares in YouTube channels. So they've also solidified their relationship with YouTube by becoming an official YouTube partner. And I can say that their management team is very impressive. I looked at their history. They've had multiple exits for VC-backed companies. And they've already raised over $9.8 million from VCs, strategic investors, and angel funding. Now, if you would like to invest in GigaStar, you can do so on WeFunder. So WeFunder is one of the largest crowdfunding platforms in the US for tech companies. So GigaStar's already raised over $250,000 on WeFunder. And again, this is a limited time offer to give everyday people like you and me a chance to get in on this. And to make this investment, it's very easy. You can do it with a bank account. You can do it with a credit card. I've been through this process. I've done it through WeFunder to invest in GigaStar. And I've done it because I believe that GigaStar is going to become a multi-billion-dollar company in a few years. So if you want to join me, I'm going to leave a link for you down below. Thank you so much, and I wish you a very nice day. Take care.